The transformation that's going to happen at the end of the season is a big secret. It will involve me reading more comic books. So where we last saw Barbara was she had gotten to where she believed was the head of the underworld, and she'd been kind of doing some shady stuff to get there. She'd put Penguin and Nygma against each other, which led to Penguin's death. And she's, doesn't care about that, but now she is kind of on a quest to take over the underworld of Gotham. Then she finds out in this part of the season that there is actually somebody above her. They call the Court of Owls. They're a secret organization, and this really angers her because she wants to be the queen, Barbara Kean. So she goes on another kind of mission to find out who they are and to try and kind of climb above them, and she uses Nygma, which makes Tabitha and Butch and her relationship strained because Tabitha is really angry at Nygma for chopping off her hand. So she's been in a very torn situation, and what we'll see by the end of the season is that kind of comes to a head in quite a dramatic way. With Barbara's character, she's not so well known from the comics. She's in them, but just very much as a very small part, and you don't really get much of a backstory. So I feel like what we've been able to do with Barbara has been quite a freeing exercise for the writers and for myself, because with the Penguin you sort of know where he comes from, Riddler you sort of know where he comes from, but she's totally like a blank slate, so we were able to take her on this really crazy, incredible journey. We took her from a place where she was supposed to be this kind of shining light for Jim Gordon, so he was going to kind of come home and tell her all of his worries and she would make everything okay. And then very quickly we sort of realized that kind of character can't exist in Gotham because it's such a dark place, and the whole point of our show is that it's getting darker and darker and darker. So she needs to kind of get consumed by that too. So once we took her in that direction and she killed her parents and then went through this huge transformation, that journey over the past 2 seasons has been so much fun to play, and she just keeps getting darker, which for anyone is, just a joy because you get so much freedom in that. As an actress, I just like character development. The last thing you want is to play the same thing for 4 or 5 years. Each season she's had a very specific rebirth almost, and every time I've gotten to rebirth her, I basically kind of am able to come up with a new character in a way. And then at the end of this season, there's going to be another huge transformation for her. The transformation that's going to happen at the end of the season is a big secret, so I can't give anything away, but it will involve me reading more comic books.